Okay, good afternoon. This is take two in this will be like the sequel or the continuation of completely impulsive following of an intuition. Backfilling my own story. This will be, I guess, the second little tidbit. And I'm making it up as I go along. So the first one was backfilling my story, and it was a call out to Emily Moyer and Michael Wan, two real human beings that I have been listening to a great deal in 2022. And I really, really enjoy both of them, their energies. I feel very, very connected to each of them in very different ways and to each of them in similar ways. They have a series called Playing the Glass Bead Game. It's based on a book by Herman Hesse. Now, I do have the book. I have started the book. I've tried to read it, and I will get through it. I will get through it. But suffice to say, I believe I also play the glass bead game, and I believe I've been playing it for the past 10 years. I think these guys have also been playing it long before perhaps naming it, also for about a decade, if not a little bit longer, but in a very different way. And essentially playing the glass bead game is making connections, connecting things, making up stories, like filling in the gaps, having infinite number of balls in the air, and thus infinite ways you can connect potentially all the balls, and making up stories of potential connections based both on real facts about the various pieces that you're connecting in the linear timeline of the present. So based on facts of things in the present that you can show have taken place in the past, and making up stories using factual things, and using imagination, making it up, hypotheticals, extending a line, but by virtue of extending it where it does not exist, you know, there is no path already there. So it's making connections. I have been playing this game hyper focused to my own life. Therefore, my story and what I believe I'm being called to share is not something that's going to appeal to millions. It's not even going to appeal to tens of thousands, in my opinion. Where I'm at least right now, and who and what frequency I am working to connect more of, not a huge crowd. Not a huge crowd, but I believe Michael and Emily are part of this crowd. So they have recently started having Patreons and listeners, fans, and I am one. I pay every month. I support them mostly to have access to every one of these episodes because I love their energy together and what they're doing and talking about so much. So they have recently started having people relative, I don't mean this in judgment because I'm referring to myself here, no names, people that don't have huge established, presences on the internet and with an established network of people, just more everyday people. And let me also say, Emily and Michael are both, to me, way more everyday, but like badass, powerful beings that we all are, but in a more everyday, meaning they don't have like millions, tens of millions of fans, but the people that are connecting to them, it's not about bigger is better where we're going. It's not about that. It's about going deeper with the connections, going deeper, more taking fewer things and connecting them and having a bigger purpose for that unit of connection. I have been following and making connections based on synchronicities and intuition for 10 years. I have been working to backfill a massive story. A story to some extent I have been consciously aware of for this lifetime in this realm. And I want to play. They've been inviting regular people on. They've been playing. So it's almost you know, I might turn them off by doing what I'm doing, but I can't help it. I'm following my own intuition in doing it this way. I don't think that neither one of them seems like the kind of person that if they caught on, in fact, hello, I want them to catch on to what I'm doing. I would love for them to invite me and for me to not get on. Like, I would love for them to find this story, for this, for what I'm doing, to find them somehow. And it would be with divine guidance, because my network, I am not dialed in to the truth or spiritual networks at large. Not at all. Not at all. Okay. My biggest, most powerful network is this company. And I've been out of this company as a contractor for almost 3 years because of the pandemic. I did not land here as a contractor with a job that fell in my lap, was a huge piece of evidence of me backfilling a story that fell in my lap in 2015. And from moment fucking one, I knew I was not landing here accidentally, given what I had dedicated my life to, like the rest of this life, I dedicated to manifesting the vision just over two and a half years prior to getting this offer. I knew instantly this, at a minimum, was a very, very, very big stepping stone. Okay? I'm working to weave the story right now, and I'm going to get this better. So right now, I'm just letting it come out, and I don't know that I'll release this publicly or not. Okay, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. They're interviewing everyday people.